Super Smash Bros. Ultimate is the most hyped video game release in the history of gaming. And here's why I think so. What's up everyone, this video is going to be a bit different since everyone knows me as that Splatoon analyzer dude, but the truth is, although Splatoon is my second favorite franchise, Smash is still way above it at number 1. And man, am I excited to make tons of videos on Smash, this being the start of it all. Initially, I was going to wait until the game comes out to talk about it, but I just had to now because the hype is eating me alive as the game comes out this week as this video is being uploaded. And this is the reason why I'm here today to explain why I think Super Smash Bros. Ultimate is the most hyped video game release in the history of video games. To begin, yes, I love Smash, and I've played it for a long time, as long as I can remember actually, and it always meant a lot to me, so because of this I am biased towards the franchise, of course. However, I feel like I have enough reasoning behind why I think it's the most hyped video game ever, to where I think others can agree with me. In my opinion, Smash is undoubtedly the most hyped Nintendo game of all time, hands down. But when it comes to other companies and other franchises, I can't really say I know all that much, so no, I can't prove that it's the most hyped game, since, you know, that's all opinion based, but let's trace it back to the beginning. Nintendo is the only company that I'm aware of that has directs, like the Nintendo Directs, multiple times a year, talking about the future of the company in regards to its consoles and games. Now, this could very well be because they are the one and only first-party focused console developers. They make the consoles and the best games on their systems. This is how they differ from most other companies. Nintendo, being as large as it is, gets millions of views on every single direct because everybody wants to see what is coming. With that out of the way, let's get into how Nintendo has found itself in the situation to make almost anything really exciting. For starters, Nintendo has always been around since the beginning of gaming. Most Nintendo fans, I would say, have been fans for the majority of their lives, and trust me when I say this, Nintendo has one of the deepest and most loving fan bases in existence for their company. So any Nintendo news is really good to hear at the very least. Nintendo also uses a unique marketing technique with their Nintendo Directs. They always tend to reveal games and consoles in a very unique way with a ton of suspense that they build up. For example, we all know how the end of the Direct is never really the end. There is always that really satisfying, but wait, we have one more thing to show you before we go. It's small details like this that build up so much hype for almost any Nintendo game. Gaming as a whole has gotten bigger and bigger over the years, so game announcements in the early 2000s were not nearly as hype as they are now. The hype for them constantly builds up, partially being in part to the stronger fan attachment to a particular series. Smash 64 was the first game. No one knew what to expect. After its success, Melee became highly anticipated. Then after Melee's huge success, Brawl became even more anticipated. And after Brawl was a failure in the competitive scene yet a success in the casual one, this made Smash 4 the most hyped game of my lifetime. It was the series I've played since I was a toddler for the first time in HD, with a great character roster and amazing reveal trailers. This is when Directs became a bigger thing for Smash and Nintendo as a whole. I mean, everybody knows the routine these days. Every single Nintendo Direct we wait for that Smash DLC character because of how much the game means to us, and then we proceed to watch reaction videos to it all day long. Let's take a look at the Animal Crossing one, for example. They start off the announcement with Isabelle in the little town hall thing, and she's invited to Smash, when most people, I would say, were thinking that there was going to be a new Animal Crossing. And then right after she was put into Smash, Nintendo tricks us and they give us an Animal Crossing right after that. There's so much going on at once, you're just like, what is happening? This is insane. But then after the Isabelle trailer, you're like, oh, there's no new Animal Crossing? And then they give it to you right there. Stuff like this is what Nintendo does that makes things very exciting. Now on top of all that, Smash combines Nintendo fans' love of all their series into one amazingly fun game. With Smash being the most competitive Nintendo series by a landslide, there is no surprise that it'd be the most anticipated. But still, the reasoning goes much deeper than that. We haven't seen Smash since 2014 on the Wii U, a console that was widely accepted as a failure. From 2012 to 2016, Nintendo as a whole hit some of its darkest times. However, being the underdogs that they are, they dropped the Nintendo Switch reveal trailer, which absolutely flipped the gaming community on its head. Since then, Nintendo has been doing ridiculously well, to say the least, as the Switch will most likely end up being their most successful console so far. Keeping that in mind, the timing was perfect for a new Smash game. The Switch was doing well, Odyssey was out, Zelda, Mario Kart, and more. Fans at this point were just waiting for the next huge announcement. Then on March 8th, 2018, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate was announced in a random direct at the very end. And if you ask me, I loved the trailer. As a Splatoon fan, I thought it was beautiful how they revealed the game through the Inkling's eye as the Smash Ball became more clear. And even as someone who doesn't really show excitement that much, I was screaming. Moving on from the timing, let's talk about more of the situation that the game was announced in. Of course, there is the legacy of the series itself, but also Sakurai said that Smash could also be over after Smash 4. So surely no one expected a game 4 short years later, as it felt like they just recently finished Smash 4 because of the DLC lasting up to 2016. So really, we had Ultimate announced at a completely unexpected time on Nintendo's huge comeback console. Surely this is a recipe for a game that we will all be excited for. Now let's talk about the game a little bit more specifically. The E3 presentation was absolutely destructive for Nintendo fans. Nintendo dropped so much info on Smash, including the first gameplay ever, and of course the famous Everyone is Here trailer that became a meme for how big it was. Every character, everybody from every Smash game is in this game, and then they released the title Super Smash Bros. Ultimate as if this is the ultimate game. Like, this is it. This is the game that we've all been waiting for, and they announced so many insane changes like directional air dodging like in Melee, lag on dodge rolls, and much more. At this point, we have a story mode to look forward to with cutscenes of ridiculously high quality animation, and of course the theme with lyrics, and if you ask me, Nintendo nailed the title. From the content in the game itself, the legacy of the series, and even the overall timing, it is inarguable that this game will go down as one of the most memorable in gaming history. All in all, this is going to be the ultimate game. The entire series of the most successful Nintendo franchise, after the great success of the Switch, all leads up to this point. December 7th, 2018, with more series crossovers than any other game to ever exist ever. It is all for these reasons that I genuinely think that Smash Bros. Ultimate is the most hyped video game release, and I'm not sure if anything else will ever top it. To all the Smashers out there watching this, make a great experience out of this game as much as you can, because in all honesty, it may not be getting better than this. Go to tournaments, take the game to the next level, and have fun unlocking all the characters again. With that said, you need this game as soon as you can. No, I'm not sponsored, but I'm for sure not alone when I say I love this game with all my heart and I truly care about it, and Ultimate is going to be more than a game for a lot of people, including myself. When it comes to Smash Brothers, I really hope everybody else gets the same amount of enjoyment as I will. Have fun everyone, and thanks for watching. Peace.